podcast.
What's up, you motherfucking pussies? You ain't swole, get the fuck out! I drink 13 protein shakes every day, every morning, every
5 minutes, every 5 minutes I kill an orphan.
Thank you, Jared.
every 5
Thank you
minutes
so
I do 500 push-ups, and I eat a live fetus.
Hey, both of you,
That's
introduce
how I
yourselves.
stay swole.
Shut the fuck up and introduce yourselves.
Oh my god, it's
Live
on?
fetus.
Yes.
Yeah, it's on.
It's broadcasting right now.
Anyway.
Yeah.
I'm Sophia, and that shitty bitch is Jared.
My name is Madam Duchess.
It's already gay.
Gay
Gay.
lord.
Gay as fuck.
Okay, I'm done. I was gonna try to be real fancy.
You tried to Ralph, but you did not Ralph.
Okay, it's whatever. I'm Jared. That's
Aw,
Sophia.
Anthony,
and
that's sweet.
Barry.
See the silliness.
Who wants to be in charge of looking at the chat when I am not because I'm bad at it?
I can do it if you want.
Okay. Oh shit, I need to get out. First topic.
I'm gonna participate. Let me see. Hold up. I'm gonna say hi to them.
Okay.
There, sent it. Hi.
My audio's a little messed up.
Yeah, that's what they said. I don't know what.
I think it's your audio,
Is it just
Sophia.
hers or all of us? Is it
No,
mine?
it's yours. You're like
Let me
cackling.
That's just me on a daily though.
Crackle, crackle.
Let's see. Devices, audio devices. Adjust microphone level. How
Alright.
How about there?
That's not
Yeah,
your
better?
microphone level. It's that your internet's probably bad. But whatevs.
Let's see.
That's not my microphone level. That's
Technical
mine.
difficulties. Mercy. Okay. First topic. How would you fix Overwatch? Because it is
Oh, we're
obviously
going
broken.
deep.
Let's just start. Let's
Wait,
just
wait.
start off with it.
Wait, we didn't even say what we're doing here.
What do you mean? We did.
Like, we should have like an introduction like, yo, we decided to start doing a podcast, and we're just gonna talk about fun
Well,
things.
tell
and
them.
mostly
Yeah,
video
well, tell them.
games. I
You
just,
just.
did.
Well, you just did.
Yeah. Can't just the topic. Can't hard cut to a topic like that.
Sophia left the
Oh.
party.
Shit.
All right, listen, Jared. This is a perfect opportunity to take your turn.
This is true. She'll probably be back in like 20 minutes, and if she's not, then we can just we can go Acapulco. So how would I?
Is this better?
fix- Yes, this is much better because you're actually in the thing. But you're interrupting
What?
my.
You're
so-
interrupting Jared.
Let's get everything settled first, and then we'll like say what we're doing, and then we'll.
We already did.
I know.
I don't
but I
appreciate
like
you
the-
right now.
So, are you back in?
Mhm.
Can everyone hear her all right?
Well,
I
I
want to
can.
say yes. Like, does
Okay,
it sound better
well.
than before?
Yeah, it does. Overwatch is a dying game.
It is. It really is, and it's so sad because it could have been so good. Like, it was such a... It's like... I mean, anything I say is probably going to be
It
the
had a-
candid opinion.
No,
of
well,
people.
see, the thing is, Overwatch had such potential. Like, there was
Yeah.
so much that could have been done with it. There was so much that, like, so many routes it could have taken. Like, creatively, it would have been a really unique experience for a lot of people. It would have hooked a lot of different people into this one game. Like, I know people who normally don't go for shoot 'em up games. I know people who don't normally go for multiplayer games. Like, they don't normally go for these kind of games that went for Overwatch, like myself included. I wasn't into multiplayer games. I wasn't into shoot 'em up games. I wasn't
Same.
into these kind of games because the aspect of it just it turned me away. The only
Yeah,
reason I
Just the
ever
whole
got
aesthetic and everything.
yeah, and the only reason I ever actually purchased PlayStation Plus. The only reason I ever went to online at all and was able to make online friends like you guys was because of Overwatch. And
Oh,
that's
yeah.
why
When I
yeah.
feel that my
And-
friends are drifting away, I usually just go to Overwatch and see if I can worm my way into someone's heart. That's what happened with you
Yeah,
guys.
and-
I was like losing my
Yeah.
friends group, and I was hoping to find some gays, and I did.
Yeah, I am the gay, so you really lucked
He is
out
the
there.
biggest gay.
No,
He's like
biggest.
the mayor gay.
I'm
The-
ginormous.
But yeah, anyway, so like it attracted a large variety of people that normally wouldn't be attracted to a game like this or to this kind of concept. But like I've said before in the previous podcast that we did, well, not the previous podcast, but like the previous like conversation we had.
Short little thing.
Yeah, Overwatch had such potential, but it has one ginormous flaw in that it listens to its main players. It's a great thing
Well,
that
not
Overwatch.
main players.
Well, no, what I'm trying to say is that it
You're a little
listens
close to your
the
mic.
top- Oh, sorry.
Yeah, you're
What
a
I'm trying to
little
say is that they listen to the problem players. Let's say it like that. To the toxic players. They listen to the people who complain the most because they're trying to cater to those people. Why?
also have the
I
largest
don't know.
voice.
They're probably richer. They're probably the ones that are more inclined to like watch the official sports things that they have going on.
I would say that the biggest problem with that. Well, let's talk
I
about the
don't-
problem
well,
and then how to fix it.
Someone in chat, Anthony Rosario, said that a story mode would be great because they're such interesting characters, and it's a shame that they don't get a full-fledged story mode, but instead they get like a 10-minute mission a year.
Yeah, like it's. Let's be honest. I don't think the story was ever a big fucking concern to any of the people that were working on Overwatch.
They
I'm
were
just gonna
like,
be honest.
Yeah,
we want to
because-
have a fucking robot that shoots and like walks around, looks like fucking Wally and Iron Giant mixed together. We want to have Techno Angel. We want to have Cyborg Ninja. We want to have a soldier. Like they threw everything into the pot. It's like America.
See,
Yeah, like, I
and
think-
that.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Jared?
And that I'm gonna say this kind of quick because this is leading back to what Sophia just said, so I don't have to come back to what Sophia said and I can just get it out now. That is like, that's one of the problems. I think another problem is that it doesn't know exactly what it wants to be.
It
you
never
know?
did.
Like it was like, I want to be story driven. No, I want to be competitive. No, I want to be for casual players. No, I want to be for everyone. I want to get people into Dopas. I want to get people in first person shooters. And it just didn't know what it wanted to be. And by the time everyone started getting into it, because Blizzard's a big company, they probably got a lot of fucking endorsement, and they're probably like, oh, everyone play our fucking game, and everyone was like, oh yeah,
I saw
Blizzard does
ads
pretty good
for it
things.
while I was like on Crunchyroll and other websites doing shit. I was like, what the fuck is Overwatch?
I see ads for it today. I saw an ad for it literally today. on
All I'm
YouTube.
seeing is Fortnite. Disgusting.
But
No, yeah, I have seen ads for it. But the thing is, like, another commenter said that the lore of Overwatch is good, yet they didn't use it a lot. They didn't utilize it as a main part of the story, which is true. They didn't really utilize the story that they created in the beginning.
It was more of a fan
to
service.
push this- Yeah, I think they only just made a story after they had created the characters. They didn't create the characters around a story, which is what ruins most storytellers. Like, not storytellers, but like most stories. Like, storytellers have to craft a story and then add characters to that story to enhance the story. If you can't create characters that enhance the story, you don't have a story. But when it comes to the Overwatch creators, they created characters first, which was their biggest mistake. Because they wanted a
Which-
shooter, which was Soldier. They wanted a healer, which was Mercy. They wanted a tank, which was probably Diva, I think was one of
Or
their first
Reinhardt.
ones. Or Reinhardt, yeah. So they created these characters that are different classes that have nothing to do with each other. And they're just like, oh yeah, well this is this person's story, and this is this person's story, and this is this person's story. And they somehow fit, even though they don't.
Yes.
I mean, I think they're kind of learning their lesson, like, with that now, because, I mean, look at Brigitte. Brigitte's probably the most intermingled naturally with everyone, as any hero has been in a while. But, even, like, story aside, just nothing, everything's a clusterfuck. The meta is fucked. The gameplay, like, and it's not,
Can
like,
we talk
everyone...
about the meta for a
Sophia,
sec, though?
We
Sophia.
can,
Sorry.
but
Sorry.
we'll get back to it. The meta is fucked, the gameplay, like, this is the thing that gets me so mad, is that everyone looks at Overwatch and they're like, oh, it's so revolutionary, oh, it's so crazy, oh, blah, 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 blah. It's really not that complicated of a game. It's very simple. It follows rules that have been in games since the beginning of time. There's nothing super new or unique in it. I mean, there are some, like, fun, different aspects of, like, certain play styles that are introduced in it, I will say that. And there are some unique characters to the game, but all around the game is pretty much simple. It's pretty basic, you know, shoot, heal, defend, protect. That's all you do. It's a simple game, and they still fucked it up. They still messed it up. I don't know how you could do that.
They were catering to
That's
the
what-
loudest people who just so happened to
Yeah.
be the ones who should not be speaking for the majority.
Yeah. Well, I think because the most people they listen to, I wouldn't even say it's the toxic people they listen to. I would say that those have the loudest voice amongst the casual fans, but I would say the people with the loudest voice is competitive players.
Oh my
Competitive
god.
players and league players have
Also
the loudest
PC
voice.
players. Console
Also,
players
yeah.
aren't as fucking crazy into it, I feel.
Yeah. I feel like when it came to console, it was more like, oh, now we're opening up to Call of Duty. Like, anyone who plays Call of Duty can now play this game. Any 14-year-old can now play this game. Which isn't bad. I'm not saying 14-year-olds can't play.
It's better than Call of Duty. If we're talking about an 11-year-old kid, I think Overwatch is better for them to be playing than Call of Duty, just because Call of Duty's too real, and Overwatch is like you can keep it in a fantasy perspective. Like, fucking, there aren't actually lasers. You can't actually wear a big suit of armor and hold up a shield. There aren't actually glowy shields in real life.
Yeah.
There's no blood in
sci-fi.
Overwatch.
And I think that what's the most disappointing is that not only has it been disappointing to casual fans because now they're trying to tailor it more towards competitive people, but it's also disappointing to competitive people because there's just one meta. Every time there's always 2 or 3 heroes that are so OP for the fucking system, and it's not fun. It's not fun competitively, it's not fun casually. They just completely fucked because they're trying to make it something that it can't be. Not that it can't be, but is very unlikely for it to be in its current state.
How would you fix
So
it?
aesthetically cringy.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Like, we can rant about it all day, but Sophie... Who wants to go first? Do you want me to go first? Do you want to go first, Sophia? To see-
Jared's been talking for
how
a
we-
bit. It's Sophia's turn.
Alright. You're going to, Barry.
Here's the thing. I don't think there's much to much left to salvage, just because they've made a foundation already where they like think of it like a house.
Uh-huh.
They rushly made a shitty foundation and they've built like a whole empire
A
off
mansion.
that shitty yeah. They've like built a mansion on top of this shitty foundation, and the foundation is cracking, it's crumbling, it's fucking like tearing apart this mansion that they've built, and they're just slowly patching up the holes because they don't know how to fix it, because they don't want to spend the money on fixing the foundation. They don't want to spend the time on the foundation. So there's not much to salvage on this game because the foundation is the problem. So what I think they need to do is tear down everything that they've built, and most likely just go with that shitty foundation, build it back up, and start anew.
People are gonna come back to it.
Yeah, people are gonna come back to this game because it's a fun game. It's even though they've changed it a lot, it's still different from most games.
Even
So
just the
they're-
characters.
Yeah, the
cost so
characters,
much on
like
fans.
yeah, the characters are good. The aesthetic is pleasing. The story is somewhat messed up, but it's interesting. Like, it's a good game, but the foundation is what's the issue. They need to fix what they originally rushly created. And they need to stop listening to their fucking community. Like, yeah, listen to them and fix what you think needs to be fixed. Don't fix every single fucking thing that they tell you. Like, fix
'Cause
what you
also-
think.
Maybe
Exactly,
they
they're
have been
professional
fixing what they think. They're just stupid.
They're a Fortune 500 company. I don't think that they're that stupid. I just think that they cater too much to the loudest voices, and
They
that's their biggest
started
issue.
with something good.
Mm-hmm.
Something
But it was a
decent,
very
something
shitty, rocky foundation. They built on a slope and they're slowly falling under it.
Jared, how would you fix Overwatch?
Okay. I don't. I think. I think the. I'm gonna try to build off what Sophia said, because I don't think you're wrong. I think the base of the game, they set it up to seem like a lot more than it was going to be, and that is what made the foundation shitty. I will agree with that. It started off pretty solid because, I mean, if you start off with a small foundation and put a fucking mansion on it, of course the foundation's gonna crumble, but if you put a small house on that small foundation, it would have been good. I don't think they need to start over. I don't think they need to rework everything. Some of it works. What they need to do is they need to stop doing these little character fixes that end up being completely broken, because by now they're Blizzard. They are Blizzard. I don't care if what's his face, Jeff
Jeff Kaplan.
Kaplan. If he's heading this whole project and he's in charge of what goes and doesn't go, I don't know about all that. I'm sure Blizzard still is like, we got a group of people that are going to decide with you. But he's still at the forefront of this. I think he just needs to stop trying to people please so much. So I'd agree with you on that.
He needs to
And
grow
they just need
bigger
to put
hands.
actual. I had a whole thing in my head, but I need to stop playing this game because it is making me forget what I'm gonna say. Okay. I don't think they need to start over. I think it had a good foundation. They just need to stop trying to fix every character. I'm not saying keep them how they are, because some of them are bad and they need to be changed because they break the meta, but they need to stop being so worried about competitive. They need to stop being so worried about
Ooh.
like what people think is wrong, because some of the things they know will work because they had an idea for their game and they should have stuck with it. That's what I feel like. They feel like they're lost. Well, that's why I feel like they are lost with what they have done. Instead of, in my mind, instead of them building a mansion, they have built a maze on top of this foundation, and they are trying to fucking find their way to the end, and they keep hitting a dead end because, let's keep going this way. Oh no, everyone's complaining about Hanzo. Okay, turn around, go this way. Oh shit, Mercy's res is apparently broken as fuck. Oh god damn it, gotta go this way now. Oh shit. Let's make Genji have a penis. Okay, let's go this way.
Genji's
like,
penis is canon now because they want it.
It literally is. Like, they don't know
Everyone's
if
gay.
they're just trying to bait people into playing their shitty game, because by now they're like, oh fuck, we're so lost and so this and that, and it's completely unraveled itself.
It's stupid.
I don't think it needs I don't think it needs a complete rework, but I think they need to stop putting so much effort into trying to please everything. Like, if you wanted it to be a good story, work on the story first and then get to everything else. You want it to be good competitively, fix the meta, fix competitive, fix matchmaking, fix all that shit. Get the competitive done. I mean, of course it's a game, you should probably want the gameplay done first and then the story. But they're not even doing that. They're like half-assing every single part of it. Stop half-assing it. that would be my solution.
All right.
What
Focus
about
on
you,
one thing at a
Barry?
time.
How I would fix Overwatch? Huh? It's I don't care that much.
I like how both y'all's answers were like, I don't fucking care about the game. Destroy all of it. Make me a game.
No,
like
I'm-
I think they should keep the game. I just think that they should take a closer look at what the game actually means to them as creators and what it means to the players that they cater to.
I
And
know
if they're
that
going to cater to the main complainers, then don't base it off of a team-based game.
I know that
Okay, there you
I'm
go.
not really qualified to
Sorry.
you know, like fix a game, or I don't really have the right mindset of it. But maybe just improve the good things. Like, if something is working, keep it or go with it, stick to your guns. If they made a decision, fucking... They are sticking with whatever decision they make, but by God, they need to make better ones in the first place.
And they should be making better decisions. They're Blizzard. Blizzard has been doing this shit for fucking how long now? They should know what makes a good fucking MOBA. They should know. And they should know how to translate that into a first-person shooter. Because now it's just a shooter game. Now it's just a highly competitive, toxic community fucking shooter game. It's Call of Duty, but prettier.
It's Call of Duty, but cartoons and gay people.
McCree's gay, by the way, everyone. I'm sorry.
Yeah, sure.
He's with Hanzo. I'm not saying that because I want to be with him, even though it's true. But because they're in love.
Oh.
They just love. Yeah. Okay, so... I mean, I don't want to stick on Overwatch anymore.
Yeah. Game sucks.
I don't want to occupy my mind and time for this much long.
I'll go there if I
For
want to
this much long.
socialize, but that's about it. Do either of you have a topic?
I'm trying to think of one. This one's pretty basic. I have a basic one, but what is it? What are other people? Anyone have any, like, one that isn't super basic?
Do you guys prefer first person or third person? It's a really simple
Sophia.
one.
Sorry, I'm killing. Anyway,
Overwatch.
I'm glad that everyone's really focused on the conversation.
I turned
Sorry.
my game off.
I am still playing my game because I can just tune out.
Entertainment.
I mean, I can tune out to it, and look, anyone watching can see sparkly lights.
Sparkle, sparkle.
Right.
Um,
Oh shit.
I'll go first. First person or third person.
Uh-huh.
There is good to both. But I guess it depends on what I'm doing in the game. If it's like an action game and I want to get really involved, then first person. But if it's like a story game and it's kind of like navigate this area, then third person. I don't think I really have a preference, but I just like video games a lot, so.
when I first started playing video games, it was always third person. I was used to that kind of gameplay. And I was never really into the first person perspective. I've gotten used to it, but I think I still prefer third person just because I can see my surroundings better.
Yeah. That was the question. Huh. Yeah, I don't really have much input more beyond that, now that I think about it. Barry, what do you prefer? Do you like third person, first person? Or both?
When I'm playing games that require me to aim, definitely fucking first person. But if I'm playing a game like the one that I am right now, which doesn't really require aim, just more of like what direction your character is looking in, and it kind of generally like picks up whoever. then I like third person. When I can have third person, I want to see it because I like seeing my character.
Yeah, character design is a big thing. We were talking about that earlier for both of us. I love character creation.
Oh my gosh, and
shit.
like fucking the horrible two colored eyes. Like one eye's a color, the other one's a different one.
I wish it wasn't so cringy to like
I think
that.
I think it's funny.
I think it's cool. What is it called in real life? It's like
Heterochromia.
heterochromia. Gross. Hetero.
Ew.
I have a question, but it's really, really basic, so I don't know how much we'll be able to go off of it. My question is, what was y'all's first video game, and do y'all still like it?
My first one.
First one that you remember, at least. You don't have to tell me your first video game.
It was Monsters Inc. on the PS1. My Mima had it, and she taught me how to play video games. And she also had Spyro, which is why I fucking love Spyro.
Never
I
played
forget which
Spyro.
one.
It's pretty good. I had
It's-
Spyro on Game Boy.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I would get bored as an adult, but when I was a kid, that was the fucking shit. Also, I found my first, like, cheat or, like, map exploit on Spyro. Because, I wanted to get through this one gate so badly. And I just got really frustrated because I wanted to make progress. So I made Spyro, like, charge into the gate for, like, 10 minutes. And just suddenly he popped out on the other side. And it was this wonderful experience of, like, I shouldn't be here. Can I be here?
I am a god!
Was I supposed to do that?
That's funny.
So, nice memories.
Sophia?
The first game I remember playing was Apescape
Oh,
for the
yeah.
PlayStation 2. And oh my god, was it a shit ass game. I remember being so terrified of the fat monkey.
That's some great mechanics, though.
Yeah, like it was a great game and it was an interesting like situation, but like I remember the fat monkey looked like a clown and I was terrified of clowns as a child because of a traumatic experience I had with one. So it like I was not a fan of the clown monkey.
That's reasonable.
But yeah, that was my first one.
There are two that I remember playing first. I know that doesn't make any sense, but I can't remember which one was first, is what I'm trying to say.
Monsters Inc. was
You know,
lit.
actually,
I'm talking chat, sorry.
you good. Definitely on the N64, my first game. It was either Mario Kart or fucking PM. And I would totally play both those games today. I'd still love them. Actually, you know what? Mario Kart, I don't know. I feel like its controls would be super fucking weird on the N64, but I would play the fuck out of some Pokemon Coliseum. Ugh. It was amazing. And of course, everything has its faults.
Someone in chat wants to know what we think of Fortnite.
I can tell you
Fortnite.
my fucking opinion about fucking Fortnite. When Jared is done.
Tell me.
When Jared is done,
Like-
he's not done.
Okay.
Okay,
I mean, my opinion's not super long. I think it's interesting. I think it's very exciting for most people because it's like the first kind of free game that's been super popular in a while, and it's got a lot of microtransactions, and if you want to look cool, you got to pay money. But I would rather be able to play a game and have fun than look cool, you know? Like, if the game's good, I'd rather play it and it be free than, like, maybe have to pay for what my face looks like. I don't have too strong opinions on it either way. Like, it's okay. I don't like battle royales, though, in any game format, any game title. Battle royales just aren't my thing because I like teamwork and I like working with people. Also because I'm not very good at video games. So it's all right. I think it's unique in ways because I mean it is just a shooter. I mean it's got guns, it's got shotguns, it's got pistols, it's got whatever. But I like the building aspect. I think that makes it cool. I like the competitiveness. I don't know. It's all right. It's okay. It's an okay game. The learning curve is ridiculous because you get thrown in with people that have been playing the game for 300 hours and you're brand new. That kind of sucks, but I guess it makes you learn quick. I don't know. It's okay. That's all.
Sophia?
I don't really have much of an opinion because I haven't really played the game all that much. I think I played like 1 or 2 rounds of it. My initial reaction before I even played the game, I was turned away from it, to be honest, just because I like finding my own games, and I like being able to find a game that I enjoy playing because I took the time to research it, learn it, buy it, and play it. And Fortnite gave me none of those options. It was a free game, which, hey, kudos for it being free because it's really fucking popular, so good for them. Like, it was a free game that was advertised literally everywhere by everyone. Every fucking YouTuber in the world played the fucking game. Like, they were all, and they still currently are, just putting video after video after video of fucking Fortnite. So, what I think I got turned away from was just the high popularity it had, and the fact that after a certain amount of time of me not playing the game since it first came out, I kind of just felt like it was a little too late for me to learn the game. I know it sounds kind of stupid, but it's just like, when it first comes out, like, everyone is at the same base level. Everyone knows the same about the game. But after it's been out for 5, 6, 7 months, or 5, 6, 7 weeks,
You start getting matched
even.
up with pros.
Yeah, and then you get turned away from the game because you don't know anything, and you're getting constantly killed and belittled, and just horrible gameplay from the other players. So I remember the very first time I went into the game, we got paired up with this person I didn't know. We were in chat, and I told him, like, hey, I have no idea what I'm doing. First time playing ever, like, I don't know. And whenever you had to fall from that bus, I was like, what is this? What are we doing? Why are we on a bus? Why are we in the sky? Why are people jumping out? How do I jump out? He was just like, oh wow, you really are fucking new to this game. And then he just kind of like blew me off after that.
Rude.
So
He like completely
Yeah.
left us and everything, and I was like, Jesus, I'm not new. Like, you didn't have to leave the whole fucking group, man.
yeah, so like it's just like the community from what I've noticed is not the best. Which, hey, I mean, you can't
It's
find
a
the
shooter
best community.
game.
Yeah, you can't find a good community when it comes to games like those, which I completely understand. But from what I feel about the game itself is that it had potential for something, but like again, like with Overwatch, it had potential, but it has a lot of flaws that leave room for improvement. But because of it, I don't particularly enjoy it. I don't particularly like it, and I don't particularly play it.
You cut out, what'd you say?
What do you think of Fortnite, Barry?
So, Fortnite was made by fucking Epic Games, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if you've seen the videos on my channel, the earlier ones, you know that I played a lot of Paragon. Paragon was kind of the thing. It was the thing I
Oh,
did
yeah,
when
I
I
forgot
didn't
about
have
this.
Overwatch.
You did
And
beat
I was
Overwatch.
getting really good at Paragon. I was like Grandmaster Morgesh, Morgesh was the fucking Junkrat of Paragon, and it made me so happy being her. But it's just they decided. I mean, from a business standpoint, Fortnite was, getting attention, doing well, but they didn't have to kill off their other game that they had been working on for years. And it just fucking bugged the shit out of me. And now, it's like every fucking time my eyes are poisoned with the stupid fecal image of Fortnite's little advertisement on YouTube videos, and I have to exit out like fucking 3 times on a video. I want to fucking scream because Fortnite has built itself on top of the grave of Paragon. So that's what I think of fucking Fortnite. Fortnite can suck my tiny asshole. I hope.
Small asshole.
Listen, I fucking hope that Fortnite has the same fate as Overwatch, because goddamn, they really fucking took a lot of inspiration from Overwatch.
Yeah, they have pretty similar art styles.
I
That
miss my
whole-
fucking cat wife too. I fucking played that shit with my girlfriend, and she was my cat wife. It was the best. So fucking Fortnite can fucking rot.
She sounds
Very chill.
No.
Her voice
You
is
wanted
cracking
you
with
wanted to
frustration.
fucking hear what I heard about fucking Fortnite. I hate it, okay? I fucking hate it. And now I have like friends left and right just saying, "Hey, have you played Fortnite? Are you going to play Fortnite?" And you know what? I'm a good person. I'm a fair person. I gave it a fucking chance. Cuz my friend wanted to play it with me, and I was like, "Okay, fine. It's free. I'll download it." I played it. It was the most boring and frustrating thing. I don't fucking
It really
understand that shit. It's basically a watered down version of any other kind of game in its category. Goddamn
Yeah.
Fortnite.
Anyways. Oh my god, let's look at some games from E3 and talk about them. What we're
yeah.
saying about.
Alright.
E3 literally just fucking happened. I mean, I know one game, but we can say that for later.
Oh shit.
The new Assassin's Creed's coming out, and I'm fucking excited for it.
I'm glad someone's excited for it.
Damn. Thanks.
The games we thought for sure would be at E3 2018. Thank you for that. Super Smash Bros. Any
Oh,
Super Smash
yeah.
Bros?
I mean, I like it because I play it with my friends that visit, and I play it with my brother. So it's a fun game, but everybody's like shitting on Nintendo because they cut out Waluigi.
They're freaking out. It's so funny.
ass ends Creed. Shut up.
I
No, but
want to
yeah,
meet
like,
I want to meet
everybody's, like-
someone who has never made that joke. It's not going to happen.
While I get the whole E3 thing up and running,
Okay.
let's talk about the next topic.
Wait, what about Fallout 76?
Mm-hmm.
You see, I haven't read a lot about the actual game. I just, from whatever Jared and Bella have told me, I'm gonna get it for sure because I know you guys are gonna get it. And we're gonna have fun playing the game. Woo, fun, friends, yay! Anyway, but
I want to
From what
sit
I'm
on
hearing-
Todd Howard's face for making Fallout 76. Todd Howard, call me up if you hear this, boo.
I got a show for you. It's gonna be fun.
Farrell, when I am
Very.
done with this dungeon, I'll invite you. Because I am healer and people depend on me.
Who must invite?
Farrell!
West Virginia is already a post-apocalyptic.
Wait, do you have Farrell as a friend?
I do. I think he does too.
Yeah.
We'll invite her.
Okay.
Farrell, I love you. Did you see what she said?
You don't need full. Well, I mean,
Very-
from what I
you have to
gathered
invite people
from
there.
the video, it was basically just fucking. It was exactly like the last Fallout, which I love, except it was in the country, which I love. So, I mean, and also, think of Elder Scrolls Online. Think of how a bunch of people
Oh
love
my
it.
God.
Think of how so many people love it, and there are a bunch of people who loathe the mistakes that it made when it first began.
Oh my god, I fucking hate
Fallout 76, I have a feeling that they're just gonna fucking learn from their mistakes, and they're gonna start off good.
I'm so excited for it because it's what I look for in a game. Like, I liked Fallout's whole. I like the mechanics. I like the combat. I like the skill trees. I like how your stats in the beginning determine everything for the rest of the game.
You can
I
put
love that.
goggles on a dog.
Yeah, it's all fantastic, and it's all like. It's all within reason, you know? Well, I shouldn't say that. Some of it's pretty crazy, like aliens and shit, but like if nuclear fallout happened, like who's to say there wouldn't be fucking weird ass animals just roaming about and mutated humans that look fucking crazy. It's sci-fi believable, I should say that.
It does make me
It's a
happy.
beautiful-
It's like it's something that is kind of real. It's
Yeah.
and I've always been kind of, you know, in not in like a bad way, but just interested in history from that time when, you know, like a nuke could fall any day because I have anxiety and I feel like that most of the time.
it. Sorry.
Yes. So I just I like playing a game where the worst has happened and you get to like still
Come back from it.
go and rebuild and do stuff. Also, you get to put goggles on a dog. Like you can't beat that.
I'm very excited for it because it's like pretty much how they describe it is like it's a community driven game. You get put into a world with like 20 to 30 people, and that 20 to 30 people all work together or, you know, fight against one another, and you can go in and set up your camp and, you know, start to do whatever you want. Like, say you want to just be cooking, you can fucking do that, and people will come to you and trade you shit for your food, and it just looks cool. It just sounds cool. It just sounds fun.
I mean, I
No.
loved Fallout 4, so it's
The only thing
it's another
sorry,
one.
go on.
No, I'm repeating myself really. It's just I love Fallout.
The only thing I thought that Fallout was missing was I couldn't bring friends in with it and be like, yo, I chose this side of the fucking, you know, skill trees and shit to be on. You choose that side of the skill trees and be on because we both like those sides, and then we can fucking do this together and it'll be so fun. Now I get to do that with, you know, 29 to 19 other people. And I don't know, I think it'd be fun. Because it sounds like some games are like, oh, there's going to be an in-game economy, oh, this, that, and the other, and oh, it's not going to be broken at all. This sounds like it's functional because it's keeping the trading and the community at a base level. I feel like the people that try to make an economy are like, oh, money, and we're going to build in houses and we're going to have a, you know, economic infrastructure and blah, 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 blah. And it's like, you don't need that. Let's go bartering first and see if we can put that in a game. And I feel like that's what they're gonna fucking do. Like, it's a system of, you know, I gotta go talk to this person because they are I hear that they're good at combat in the community, so I go to them and I talk to them, and they give me the combat stuff that I cannot get myself because I am a intelligence class or whatever the fuck, and I go craft shit, and then I give him the shit that he wanted out of the stuff, and I keep the thing that I wanted, and you know, it seems like base community. It just seems cool. Also, it looks pretty. It's finally
Also,
got trees.
there's
I don't have
gonna
to
be
just look at the
more
desert.
bears.
Oh my god.
Listen, I don't have a lot of things to be happy. That's pretty fucking nice. Jesus fuck! You're cutting out a bit, Jared. It's okay. No.
What the fuck? Of it.
This is a podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we can
now
talk
I can go back
about
to being
it.
invisible, so people stop talking.
Hello.
Hello.
What's your opinion?
What do you think about Fallout 76?
What do you think?
Tell us, Farrell. We're also interested.
The game looks fun. It's nice for West Virginia to have something said about it that isn't god awful. But Jesus Christ. I recognized almost everything in the trailer. I was like, nope, nope. Don't put Camden Park in that fucking game. That place is terrible. The one roller coaster they have fucking breaks down multiple times a year. Non-catastrophically.
What if you
But
could
still.
ride it?
You
And then-
can't, because it's made of wood.
And occasionally it
super blown up.
breaks.
It will break
Imagine
all the
the
time. The
Texas
car just
Giant.
stops at the top of the hill and people get trapped up there for 3 hours till the fire department comes.
Ow.
Fucking Cerrito Canova.
I heard a story about a little
Imagine-
girl who got like her scalp ripped off by a wooden, not a
Listen
roller
to the
coaster,
story
it was a
about-
Ferris
I
wheel.
love
Can we talk about roller
horror
coasters for a
stories
second?
Alright,
about that shit.
shit.
Like that kid who got his head kicked off from one of those hanging roller coasters because he had dumbass and he
Texas?
climbed the fence.
Yee.
Yeah,
Girl,
he's like, oh
so
no,
many
my hat
accidents
went
happen
after
in
his hat
Texas.
decapitated. Like a fucking
Yeah,
soccer ball.
like I
Maybe
live
some
like 20 minutes
people
away from Six Flags Over Texas over here in Arlington, and I went yesterday to Six Flags, and oh my god, I went to. It used to be called the Tony Hawk Ride. Now it's called Pandemonium, because there was some legal issues with Tony Hawk about the whole situation, the naming of the thing.
Tony
Anyway,
Hawk is a
so-
mummy.
So I went on the ride. I spent like 15 minutes waiting in line. When I finally got onto the ride, it shut down
Oh.
Did somebody
with
die?
people still on it.
Oh.
And so
Was
there
it
was like
moving?
3 or 4 carts. No, like there was 3 or 4 carts in the sun, in like the heat of Texas, just chilling there, and they were there for 2 hours.
Did they spray him off with a hose?
No.
Damn.
They gave them nothing. They just had. It was like
Did
it was
anybody
all
go to the
girls.
hospital?
2 people passed out.
Okay, great.
Jesus.
That's exactly what I expect from Six Flags.
Yeah, and they're
God.
just like, oh, okay, cool. I guess they.
That
okay,
one bitch got
whatever.
her legs cut off or whatever from the fucking Superman ride.
No, it was the Batman ride.
That was the Batman ride? It was a superhero
Yeah.
named ride, whatever. She got her legs
Yeah,
cut
it-
off by one of them drop
yeah.
rides.
Yeah, the Batman ride. Got one of the girls' head foot cut off, and the guy who got his head decapitated, and then the Texas, how is it called? The Texas Giant. It's made out of wood. Like it's a wooden roller coaster.
Wooden roller
Um,
coasters are hazards.
Just bad idea.
Yeah,
Crazy.
and it's a really, really big coaster. I mean, ever since the accident, they fixed it. But the accident was that this woman got on, and the seats were so small, and she was a big, hefty lady, and she refused to get off because she's just like, no, I'm fine, I'm good, I'm gonna ride this ride, and she flew off because she wasn't she wasn't held down properly.
Oh no, is she dead?
Oh yeah, she died for sure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she was
Yikes.
she was an overweight Mexican lady, and she just flew off because girl wasn't held on tight. I went on a Texas Giant yesterday. It is so much safer than I remember it to be because I rode it back when it was like the full out wooden because even the carts were wooden.
God,
And I remember
that's
riding
just
it.
fucking dangerous shit.
Yeah, I remember riding
double
it, and
danger.
I got
I
so
hope that whole
many
thing burned out.
bruises. Like I
'Cause
got
it
so many bruises and
rattles.
splinters.
They rattle so
Mhm.
fucking bad.
On the curve, like to go up into like the fall, like it'll literally tilt off of the actual like off the track. Like it'll tilt off the track when it goes through the curve of the ride. It used to. It doesn't do it anymore. It used to.
I don't trust wooden roller coasters. The fucking one at Kingdom Park is wooden. And the Son of the
Mhm.
Beast will fucking give you a migraine if you ride it.
Yeah. But yeah, like I love roller coasters. I love going to Six Flags, and I know it's dangerous. Like even yesterday, I rode a roller coaster at Six Flags, called La Víbora, which basically translates to the snake. Um,
Ooh.
it has no tracks. It's just a
Oh no.
yeah. It's no like,
no
it's
carts,
a
no
coaster.
tracks, no seats. You just get slingshotted into the air.
You roll,
Right?
you barrel roll your body down a bunch of wooden pikes.
Well, it's a barrel shape, like legit. Like, and the seats, it
Oh,
says
no.
2 per seat because it has like every seat has enough room for 2 people to sit in there, but you can sit by yourself, which they recommend you to sit by yourself. But you can sit with 2 people if you want. But the bar that's supposed to keep you on the ride, because it's meant for 2 people, it doesn't actually ever touch you. It's like one whole person away from you. It has no seatbelt. It has no seatbelt, and the
I'm having a
only
panic attack right
yeah,
now.
the only like handles to hold yourself to the ride are next to your head behind the seat.
What? No.
And then the way that the way
Knock
that the
my ass
coaster
out. I
works
can't do this
is
shit.
that they like propel you off, and then you just have to pray and hope to God you don't sling off the side.
Oh boy.
Why did you
And-
write
I didn't know it was like that.
Sometimes you gotta
So-
flirt with death to appreciate life.
So as we were going,
Yeah.
like it was me and
And
Erica who wrote it.
sometimes, and sometimes you just gotta fully expose your vagina to death because that's what that is. That's it.
Yeah, like it was me and Erica who wrote the ride, and as we were going down, every 3rd or 4th like conjuncture to the ride, it had like metal stoppers in the like not metal stoppers, rubber stoppers in the center that's supposed to slow down the ride because it's going off of like just gravity. So there's like stoppers in between the rides that's supposed to like slow you down. Every time you hit those stoppers, it's metal. Like the whole like ride is metal, and even the seats, it's metal with like a little bit of cushioning on it. So every time you hit those rubber stoppers, it jerks you forward, and it gave me a bruise on my abdomen because I kept like
Abdomen?
jerking forward, or abdomen. Sorry. It's, in Spanish, it's something
put-
that's different. Shut up.
The emphasis on the wrong syllable. No, it's fine. Language is hard.
No, it's because that's how you say it in Spanish. Anyway,
That's fair.
But the like it gave me a bruise, and like Erica was like freaking the fuck out. She's just like, "This isn't safe!" Like she kept screaming in my ear.
Nothing's safe. God.
Yeah,
Nothing's
and then
safe.
once we actually got to like back to the track part where they like have to like hold it on to get the next people on, she like flew off. She just jumped out.
Sounds like
It
her.
was insane. Never riding it again, but I'm making my sister ride it whenever we go next because I want her to see.
God.
I want her to see this shit. It's
I'm
horrible.
not doing it, but I will make other people do it.
I almost died one time on a carnival ride in Texas. Because I used to live there, and me and my sister were pretty young, and we were both, like, just kind of like scrawny kids, right? And, you know those things that swing back and forth? Sometimes it's a banana, sometimes it's a Viking boat.
Yes.
Mhm.
Well,
Banana.
we were in a Viking boat, and we decided to sit kind of in the middle not the exact middle, but like 1/4 of the way from one side in. Anywho, we got on, and the guy put the bar down, and it was pretty heavy, and all of the inside was just really smooth. And once the ride started to go back and forth, we were like, oh, okay, this is fun. But then the ride, our bar never locked.
Oh, no.
So we nearly flung out of the thing and onto God knows whatever contraption was underneath or to the side, or a lot of shit could have happened that would have hurt us. But basically me and her, it was just this moment of panic with each other, like, this thing is broken and we could get hurt. So we like hooked both of our arms into it, and we like tried to push our weight down, because like the bar was lifting up all the way, so we tried to like lift it up and use kind of that force to push ourselves down and into the seat. And we were screaming for the dude to stop. Like we weren't screaming just like no words or anything. We were screaming, it's broken, it's broken, it's loose, we're gonna fall out. And it took like a full like 2 minutes or more for the guy to actually stop the ride. Like he I guess he was mad because he had to like stop it early or some shit like that. But like when it finally stopped, we were like crying and hyperventilating, and we were trying to just tell the guy he looked like he was like 20 or something. We're like, this thing is broken. You need to check these or some shit. And he just didn't give a fuck. So I nearly died one time.
Yay!
Yay!
That's how you do it.
Good
Yeah.
story.
That was a fun way to die.
Good story, Barry. Good story. Good,
Thank you.
Good story, Barry.
Thank you. This is a good podcast.
Horrifying.
I've never had a crazy roller coaster story except for that on the Black Madness in Triple Force of this.
I am a real person.
So that was fun.
What is your horror story, Sophia?
What do you mean?
Didn't you say you had a real horror story?
Like, are you talking about my clown horror story?
No, you just... Or what's that feral? Somebody said, I have a real horror story.
Oh, no. I'm so sorry. I'm playing Detroit, and they just called me they called me something, and they're like, that's not a real person, send a real person. And I'm just like, I am a real person.
Oh.
Sorry.
You're a real person, you bitch.
I'm trying to save a little
Are
girl,
you ending
but
robot racism?
yes.
Sophia,
I
now
wanted
you
to
know
see
what
we're playing
racism
the
feels
game.
like.
God.
Do you like it?
God.
Is it you who's playing it? I think it's somebody else.
I'm not
David Cage is a hack. Detroit is so far one of his best games, which is not saying a terrible amount. Like, it plays better than his other shit because you don't actually have to do gameplay, because he doesn't fucking know how to do gameplay. He wants to do movies, but he can't do movies because his plots are batshit insane and can't be contained within 2 hours. Also, he's a misogynistic creep, and the working conditions in his studios are abhorrent. He's just a terrible little goblin-looking man, and I hate him.
Thank you. Trying to tell these people, they won't listen to me.
I believed you, you cunt.
God, it sounds like I.
Are
It sounds like I
fun
was.
if A, you don't pay for them, and B, if you are fascinated by, like, horrible train wrecks.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I got Beyond Two Souls
It's
on sale
okay. I like
before it was free on PS4, and now I'm mad that I spent money on it. To see just how bad your decisions don't actually matter, and, like, the game falls apart when you're trying to go against what David Cage wants, and Detroit doesn't have that problem as bad, which is good job, finally. There's a shit ton of choices in that game. Good. But You can't fucking pretend your game's not political when you're out there trying to end robot racism with direct allegories to actual civil rights movement. David Cage, you French bastard.
French bastard. Fuck the French. I'm saying it right now.
Unless
Everyone
the French
knows
are
how I
watching this
feel
video.
now. Unless
Yes.
the French love me.
The French
Wanna
love no
suck
one.
up their attention. Yeah. Oh, I thought you were gonna say they love me, but anyway.
They love
I hate those fuckers then. Where should I put my Aether flow gauge? Oh my god.
Feral, I got Jared Final Fantasy. Do you want Final Fantasy as well? So we can finally become potatoes together.
Legas.
Alright, we'll talk later about how we'll go about
let's
that.
talk- yeah, let's talk about that later.
Maybe like after the podcast, if we remember.
Okay. Oh, what
Um,
day is your birthday again? Tell me one more time.
July 7th.
Okay, very soon.
she's a fucking Cancer. You didn't
Me
know
too!
that? Y'all are
I knew it. I knew it was in
fucking-
July. I just forgot what day. I'm the 11th. This is very close.
My
Very close.
dad's
That's very
birthday is
disgusting.
the 10th.
Gasp.
Whoa.
Your- your
Let's just all
birthday,
celebrate our
Feral.
birthdays together.
Yeah.
Me and my dad celebrate ours together. Like it's come to the point now where it's like, what kind of cake are we getting for our birthdays?
That's cute.
Yeah. So I was
My brother was
I was
born
his
on my
present
mom's
3 days
birthday.
early. On her birthday, she gave a birth. So then that's his birthday too.
Yeah.
Bitch, I'm whipping this fucking podcast back into shape. I don't know what the fuck is going on. What are we talking about?
We
Talk about
kind of
birthdays.
we got derailed by all the roller coaster talk.
Oh, I'm making finger guns.
I wanted to talk about E3, but I didn't watch E3, so I guess we can't.
I
really
didn't
talk
watch a
about
lot of E3. I've seen clips.
I didn't watch you.
I
Um,
heard a couple of
It
games. that
truly
have come out.
is 20 gay teen. Because they keep giving you gay video game options except for BioWare, so friendship ended with BioWare. Now Ubisoft is my best friend.
Now Ubisoft, the best fucking
I don't
game
trust
creator.
Assassin's Creed, but I do like that they're opening up their options more, so they're learning.
Sophia likes Assassin's Creed for some fucking
I
reason.
don't dislike it, but
I do.
any game franchise that's annualized, which they're coming off the annualization, which is good, any game franchise that's annualized has problems with quality control.
Call of Duty.
Call of Duty.
What?
And the sport games and like anything that's annualized. Semi-annualized, less problems, especially if it's a simplistic game like Pokemon. Like those are like, they have a regular game, they have a spin-off game, a regular game, spin-off game, and they're like every 4 years or whatever, so it's not as terrible, but I don't know, like development cycles are weird.
Yeah. I mean, it's just fucking time. How long are you willing to put time into your fucking video game? A year? Okay, your next game's gonna be shit and pretty much
That's
exactly
why
the same
Dragon
as the
Age
last
2
one.
didn't come out so good, and it made me sad. I still like it though.
Yeah.
That's just my go-to example for it could have been great, but you fucked it up because you put them on a crunch.
I wish I could have been more into Dragon Age games, but I don't know.
I'm disgustingly into Dragon Age. I'm just low-key about it because I finished Inquisition.
Low key.
Now I'm waiting for 4.
just wanna-
Kingdom Hearts 3 looks really good. I'm glad that they finally have an actual release date. I've had this game pre-ordered for 6 years.
Yeah, but it looks like fucking.
Feral,
What's it
Wait,
did you hear?
what? What?
Final Fantasy and Monster Hunter World are having a crossover. They're trading monsters.
Woo!
I know!
Kill
So,
a Rathalos!
There
Do
is it was
They-
a Rathalos.
Of course it's a Rathalos. It's the flagship monster. Anyway, back in the day with Metal Gear Peace Walker, something with Capcom. like they did a crossover or something because Konami was involved, and they had a mission where you killed Monster Hunter monsters. And it was weird. Peace Walker was a weird fucking game. Big Boss invented Doritos then.
Konami loves its fucking Monster Hunter, and I love Monster Hunter too.
Fuck Konami though. They keep sending all their employees to the pachinko mines.
Yeah.
That's what
One
happens when
day.
your game development studio starts going under because you fire Kojima.
One day
He
they'll learn
quits
to
or
respect-
fucking whatever happened. I don't know.
I didn't he like decide to go and like he like took Metal Gear with him as like I'm going
He
to make
couldn't
pachinko machines.
Take Metal Gear with him. And that's why Metal Gear Survive came out. Like, he can't make Metal Gear games anymore. That's why Metal Gear Solid 5 felt so weird, because toward the end of it was during the nonsense that happened. It got really rushed and pushed out toward the end as he was trying to leave. So it was deeply unfortunate, but now he's making shit like Death Stranding, which we only recently found out, oh hey, it's actually a video game. Because there was no evidence up until E3 that it actually was a video game.
Like,
That was the joke
yeah.
with the fans. Is this a video game? No, not even the people who are in Death Stranding know what Death Stranding is.
I feel like I've been hearing shit about Death Stranding for like 3 years.
What is Death Stranding?
Death
It's a
Stranding
horror game.
is like a whole bunch of celebrities fell in love with Kojima and they all got put into a video game. No one knows what it's about. There's a fetus, there's some zombies, there's a delivery man apparently.
There is some kind of weird extra-dimensional beings.
Guillermo del Toro's involved, I'm into that.
We get a fuck a fish man in it. That's
Fish
the,
man!
the shape. The Shape of Water
Listen,
was
The Shape of Water is
introduction to
beautiful
that.
and brave.
Yeah, it was the introduction to
I-
Death Stranding, though.
Would fuck a monster.
I mean, you wouldn't. Let's be honest. Let's be honest here.
What if it was a lady
Fair.
monster?
I would fuck a lady
No.
monster too.
A lady monster with big
No.
fingers.
No.
Gotta dial that back a little bit. There's this shirt that I want, and it's like, I don't need therapy, I just want to be fucked by 7 werewolves in a Denny's parking lot or something.
I've seen that.
I was
It's
like,
so funny.
yeah, I want that
What?
shirt.
It's crazy.
7 werewolves is too many, though.
If you're a fucking coward, I guess, yeah. But
You're not
I'm a
wrong,
fucking-
but I am a huge coward.
I'm a fucking champ.
I
Bruise like a summer
mean,
peach.
I mean, if you think about the
Maybe 3
alternative of them
werewolves.
eating
maybe
you,
work my way up to 7 werewolves. You gotta train for it.
what if they
Yeah,
eat you?
They won't,
No.
because I'm
That's
there to get
part-
dick down.
That's part. Yeah, they want to fuck a mortal because
You
they don't know what
improper
they're
lesbian!
I'm bi!
The heart
Kind
wants
of.
what the heart wants.
Sexuality is weird.
Yeah, I know. Men with pretty faces, like in this Final Fantasy game, confuse the shit out of me.
They're a little anime pre-boy.
Fucking Sir Emmerich.
Oh
Jesus
shit,
fucking
that dragon
Christ.
looks so cool.
Because
Oh,
you're a
yeah.
fucking weeb.
She's I think she's like the granddaughter of the father of all dragons. Like she's pretty high
I
up.
love her. She's ugly and great.
She's awesome.
I love her wrinkly little face.
She saves your asshole a bunch of times. And then
Hell yeah.
yeah.
Would you fuck a dragonberry?
Would I fuck a dragon?
I like how this has just evolved into furry porn. This is
I
like how this
like
is
what I
just
set out to
evolved
do the
from
whole
like
time.
a
I
uniform podcast to just y'all two talking about random shit. It's great.
Oh, I'm sorry, Deanna.
That was not a bad thing. Barry, so what's your answer? You gonna fuck that dragon?
Would you fuck a dragon? Yes, yes, or yes.
We're gonna pressure you into saying yes so everyone thinks you're a fucking furry. Are you gonna fuck the dragon, Barry?
Look, my
Everyone
name
knows
is my
you're
name
gonna say
already
yes.
has bear in it. Like I don't need any more furry cred.
Mm.
Or do
But
you?
But
I got a lot
I
of
have
furry street cred.
conditions. I have conditions.
Okay, what are your conditions?
The tail has to be like on the end has to be like a dildo.
Oh, you want to get fucked by the tail?
Yeah.
dumb?
Oh, okay, that's your condition.
Yeah, I mean, one can go up the butt,
Okay.
the other could go up, you know, where else.
There you go. There you go. All right, we have it here, folks. Dildo tail.
I could have just said yes.
Let's get
Alright.
fucking
I
let's get more
fucking
sound
did
topic
it!
going.
I did it! I fucking did it! Yes!
What did you do?
I
She's
finally
pretty good.
passed the first mission without killing this fucking android.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
Connor?
Yes!
You're close to your mic, friend.
Connor dies in the game. That's like my favorite. Is
It's
you can kill him
literally
in almost
every-
every mission.
No, every single mission he can die. That is an option that you can do,
Oh,
and I
Farrell.
That's
finally
my
fucking
favorite.
did it.
Fair,
I
look.
finally did it without
Look at this
killing
I like
man.
when he gets hit by the car.
Ugh.
Oh wait, hold on. I'm
Look
actually
for
getting
look
my
for the
laundry.
man with the black hair. Because
Hold on.
that's the one that like puzzles me. He's too
Okay.
goddamn pretty in the face.
Honourable men, to whom Sir Emmerich was no hero.
Is it the one on the right? Is it this one
It's the one that got stabbed.
with the not mustache?
Yeah, no, that guy. The bitch that's lying on the ground.
Oh, there's a bitch lying on the ground. Hold on, I got
Honourable
delay.
men, who would fain wash the paving stones
Oh.
of foundation.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah, that bitch is pretty.
I know.
Honourable
Also,
They were still walking when you were talking, so.
He invites you to dinner. He takes you to he invites you to his home for dinner, and you both like have like this feast on the table with wine and shit. And he's just talking to you about your adventures and about like your personality and shit. And nobody does that in this game. And I'm like, Sir Emmerich, why do you have a dick?
And then right after that, she eats your ass out.
Why can't you
Isn't that
be?
crazy?
Why can't you be Miss Emmerich? And then he turns into a dragon and he fucks you with his tail.
Oh my god.
I love this podcast too. I love what it's turned into. Let's start off with fun. Let's start off with like official shit and end with fun shit.
I mean, that's how most podcasts go. You go through the segments, and then you just devolve, and then you make money.
It devolved into dragon dildos.
Money.
Listen,
Yeah, you
Bad
just talk about
Dragon
dragon
does a
dildos
lot of
all the
good
money.
business.
I
I'm
might buy one of
terrified most
those.
their dildos,
Whoa.
though. They're so
That's so
expensive, and like you have to get the little ones because the big ones are like the size of your fucking arm, and it's like I'm not.
They're like the
putting
size of
that in there.
babies.
Listen, that's it. You get like the horse dildos. If you get the horse dildos, they're like 2 feet long and they're wiggly, and I'm just like, I don't understand any of this.
I want to stick one on my wall. Just let it like hang down
Yeah,
as
You
decoration.
gotta get one of those with the suction cup. There's this fucking video I saw of this guy just throwing dildos in public and like doing fucking like water bottle challenge with dildos to get it to stick to shit. And I was like, I'm into that. There are
Anywho,
those dildos.
I'm into tossing dildos. That's what I'm into.
It's fun because they're flappy and they stick to stuff.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's why.
penises
I
are
mean,
kinda
dicks
fun.
are funny.
Dicks are weird looking.
That's
They're
so
real.
crazy. They have androids selling androids.
Yes.
Yeah, isn't that
Just like people
fucked
sell
up?
people.
Yeah, just like I sell
Are you
other gay people on the black
Just like
market.
Jared
Are you
sold
just
me to the
starting the
market.
I'm restarting it because I have 2 different PlayStations and I can't go to my other PlayStation because it's in my room, and my sister's sleeping in there, so I have to switch over to the one in the living room.
Didn't she like
Okay,
hit you to wake you up?
Yeah.
punch her
Didn't you, like,
directly in the
punch
back
her
of
in
the
the
head?
throat?
Because I heard everything. I was like, I heard you gasp, and I could like hear the expression on your face.
Yeah,
That's
she
pretty
slapped me
funny.
in the face.
It was a little funny.
Yeah, that's
Just so
my
we
home
all-
life.
My mom
hate
would
your
pour
family.
water in my ear. I would wake up gasping for air because I thought I was drowning.
No. My brother one time to wake me up, he I have hair, like I'm not super hairy, but I have hairy arms.
Yeah.
So what he did one time is that he grabbed like Daffy tape
Oh
and
no,
put it on my arm, and it's ripped off.
that's cruel.
Ugh.
Mm-hmm.
Fun.
One time I got elbowed in the stomach really hard by my stepbrother.
Why?
Because, listen, I was under a blanket completely, and I was curled up on the couch, so I guess I just looked like a pile of blankets. And I think he had, like, a bet with my sister. I think it was, like, he's like, I bet you no one's under there. And she's like, no, Chrissy's under there. And he just, like, as hard as he could, elbowed me, and it hit right in my diaphragm. And I was, like, crying and shit. And
Did you stab him?
I didn't know what was happening, but like I was crying and gasping and shit. And it was a funny moment of don't tell mom, don't tell mom.
Don't tell mom. Don't
You
tell
can hit
mom,
me
don't
back.
tell
Come
mom.
on, hit me back, please.
Please just punch me. I need to feel something.
I just looked at him angry too. I was like, why would you do that?
Betrayal.
He's 4 years older than me, and I was like 8.
Siblings
The
are
only
the
thing
devil.
I did something one. Well, me and my sister used to get into like fist fights like all the time. My middle sister, we'd literally like punch each other in the face. That was fun. But also, the one thing that I remember standing out that I did to my oldest sister was I had the TV remote, and she wanted it from me, so she's trying to take it from me, and I was running around the house. And I pretend to fall down and trip and hurt myself and cry. And I was like, no, you gotta go get mom, you gotta go get mom. And she's like, okay. And she ran away, and then I just flipped it to what channel I wanted. She came back, and she's like, what the fuck? And I was like, what can I say?
One time I got mad at my little brother for he was doing something with a skateboard in the garage while I was trying to like just exist in there or something. And I got mad at him and I was like, I told you to fucking stop or some shit. And what ended up happening was a chase around the house and I was trying to grab his shoulder, but I was like I had very long nails and he didn't like to wear a shirt when he was in his comfy inside clothes. So I ended up like scratching him across the back as he was going upstairs. And he
Maybe
like
he deserves it.
I don't think so. He like screamed and shit. It was like yeah, scarring.
Seriously though, how many siblings do you have, Bear?
A little brother and an older sister, and I did have a stepbrother, but stepdad was mean to my sister, so we moved away, and now I miss my stepbrother. Yeah, sad story. But I looked him up on Facebook, and he's doing fine, so I mean, you know,
That's good.
yeah. Also, stepdad's dead.
Oh, good. Good?
Yeah, that's really good.
Also, he's dead.
Because
Okay.
he would like drunk drive a lot and he would drive while he was tipsy and one night while he was sober he got hit by someone who had been drinking and he died in that car crash.
That's like almost poetic irony.
That's Twilight Zone shit. I heard about it like a couple years later. My sister's like, oh yeah, you know Rob's dead, and I'm like good.
Zuh?
Alright.
Fuck. Ugh.
It's like when my maternal grandfather died, my mom found out and she was like, okay. And then they all went to the funeral and they were all just like, okay. Because they didn't like give a fuck about their shitty ass dad. I never had to meet him though, so that was okay.
I don't know one half of
Yeah.
my family because they're all crazy. So
That's fair.
Very.
I
I'm not
I have
sad
a
about
story
it.
Crazy family. No, I have a story about crazy family too.
Oh boy.
I think I've
Go
told
ahead.
Jared already. No,
Story
you go
time.
first.
no. What I'm gonna say is ruin all y'all's fun. So y'all go ahead.
Well, mine's not that much better either.
No, like, go ahead.
Oh,
Okay.
dear.
Well, I have so much to say. One of the biggest issues.
You want to
in
say this
my
on
family-
podcast?
Oh, that's right. I don't know how
Yeah, let's
crazy
not get
this
too
will
deep.
be.
See,
Yeah,
this is
I'll
what I
tell
was
y'all.
going
I'll
to
tell y'all
say.
personally later.
This is what I was going to say next,
Right.
because I love that I'm learning about y'all's personal lives, but
I mean,
don't think
I
this is
only said the
exactly
shit I did
too
because I wasn't
entertaining
sad
to-
about it, but you sound kind of sad, so let's.
It's not sad. It's just my criminal activities that might get my family in trouble.
Yeah,
Oh
Yeah,
let's
my.
you
keep
might
that to
not want
ourselves.
to air that laundry in public.
My brother
So
deals weed at
before-
this
One
location.
one thing that I can say that won't get anyone in trouble is my grandmother from my father's side. She was a fucking psycho. And she hated me. Like, she, like, legitimately wanted me dead. Which I don't get why, but she did not like me, ever. And one of the stories that I was told when I was younger, I was, like, newborn, like, maybe less than a year old. And she, well, first with my sister, my stepmother, my uncle and my aunt, the way that my family tree is kind of messed up. So my mom has 3 brothers, and then my father has like 4 sisters. And my mom's brother and my dad's sister decided to get married. So, like, my uncle and my aunt are like, my uncle and mom are from two separate families, and they're integrated. I don't know, it's weird. Anyway, so they got married, but they couldn't have any children because they were both older in age. They couldn't physically have any more kids. So whenever my mother was pregnant with me, they decided that since my mom already had my older brother and she was pregnant with me, she wouldn't miss my sister. So they kidnapped her.
What?
And
Fuck!
and decided to take her to the
It's Hilda.
they decided to take her to the whatchamacallit, the courthouse, and tell them, oh yeah, we're trying to adopt this child because the mother is like physically abusive and she doesn't know what she's doing, and we had to like run away and bring her here because they're
And they didn't
they're
question
like, she's
it?
trying to kill her. Well, they were trying to figure out where they got this child, and my mom, who left my sister in charge, well, not in charge, but they left the nanny in charge since they were family. Then when they got into the house, the nanny was just like, oh, well, that's my boss's brother and sister-in-law. So, and whenever they went in there, they just told her, oh, we're going to take the girl, like the little girl, for ice cream, so it won't matter. So she's like, oh, okay, well, you guys have fun. So, but they tried to adopt her. And my mom found out, and she like,
Yikes.
That is
yeah, and she
fucked.
uh-huh. And then whenever
Like,
I was
why?
born,
Did they just want...
they just wanted a baby.
There are other places
body.
to adopt.
Yeah, well, it's really hard to adopt in Mexico, first of all. But anyway, so once I was born, my grandmother from my father's side did not like me, like not one bit. So, so the first time she ever babysitted me, because my mom had to go to something for her job, and she took my sister because she was old enough. My brother was at school, so my mom was just like, okay, well, I guess you can take care of her if you want, because my grandma, she like volunteered, so she was taking care of me. And let me tell you what this woman did. I was less than a year old, probably like 5-6 months. She took me to an orphanage and told them that I had been left in her doorstep and that she did not want me. She doesn't know who the parents are, and she doesn't want to have to deal with a baby at her age. So they're
What
just
the
like, okay. They're just like, okay. So they took me, and they ran some blood work to find out if they could find the birth parents.
Oh,
and
thank
they found
God.
they found my mom's like records, and they called her just like, hey, why did you abandon this baby? And they're just like, my mom's just like, what? I didn't.
My-
And then they're just like, yeah, we had this older woman come here saying that you had the kid here, and they're just like, it's like, what's her name? And like my grandmother had given her name, and she's like, that's her granddaughter. And they're just like, what? So my mom went to go pick me up.
What?
My mom went to go pick me up, and she never let them take care of me ever again.
I don't doubt it. That's fucked.
No, and then once we got older and we moved to Texas, the same uncle that tried to, well, not tried to, that kidnapped my sister when she was a baby. He let us rent a house that he owned here in Texas, and one day, my mom had gone to work, and my older brother was taking care of both myself and my sister, and what they decided to do was call the police to say that my brother was having sexual intercourse with another man in front of us.
Why are they like this?
What?
Yeah, and they were trying to get custody of us because we were in a bad household.
What the fuck? They're in bad company.
Mm-hmm. So we don't talk to them anymore.
Yeah, I don't doubt it.
They
Alright.
finally were
Holy
able to adopt
shit.
though. Like they were allowed to adopt.
Oh,
four
why? Who
babies.
let them do that?
Texas government. Anyway, so they were able to adopt four babies. Two boys and 2 girls. Beautiful children. Oh, I love them to death. But I am almost 100% certain that one of the boys is gonna grow up to kill his parents. They are terrified of these like people. Like the kids are terrified of them. Well, I remember the one time that I went to their house to just like visit the kids and like bring them presents because they don't even get presents for their birthdays or Christmas. Recently the oldest boy just graduated from I think middle school to high school and it was his birthday. So the mom took just the boy to Hawaii, but she took him so that he could be her personal nurse while she's in Hawaii relaxing. For his birthday.
Like, is the only reason they wanted kids is so they would have somebody to take care of them?
Yeah, that and so that they can get money from the government.
God.
Like I remember I
Talk
went to their house
about
once.
terrible family members because Sophia could go on literally till it's 3 o'clock in the morning.
No, hold on.
Um,
Last thing.
Okay, last thing.
Okay, so when I went to
These
their house
stories are
with the little
fascinating
girl,
in a really horrific way.
yeah, when I went to their house, the little girl that was there. Well, this is like the safe part. I have other stories.
I want to hear the stories that aren't safe off podcast.
Oh, definitely. You're gonna love these. They're gruesome. Anyway, so
Oh, no.
the other one. So the little girl that lives there. I remember like I was leaving, and she literally was like hugging on my leg, and she would not let go, and she was crying to me, begging me to not let her stay there. She's just like, please, I'll sleep in the car. I don't care. I don't want to stay here anymore. I was just like, I am going to call the police.
Aw.
But that's it. Go ahead. Talk.
Okay, as much as I find y'all's personal lives interesting and I get to learn more about you, except for Sophia because
You already know all my
It's like-
shit.
I feel like all the things we have been talking about aren't super interesting.
What?
Outsiders.
People in the chat love this
outsiders.
shit. People in the chat
Yeah.
love this shit, dude.
Yeah, they like
Okay,
it.
They're into it.
I'll just okay.
I know it's not what you want to talk about, but they like it.
Okay, go. Just keep going.
Let's take a vote with the 4 people that are watching.
I'm one of the 4 people that are watching.
You saying that right there
God,
proves my point
it's
immediately.
Only 2 people, and it's
y'all
fucking
too.
Nightwing.
Y'all too are watching the fucking podcast.
Oh yeah, I have it open on my laptop.
See?
No, Anthony's here.
It's Anthony and Nightwing. See, they want to. They both
Anthony's always
want.
here.
They're
Anthony,
good.
you're great,
They're good.
but
Both people present. Oh shit!
Jared, shut up. I never mind you talking, but damn, I love this shit. They told you to shut up, Jared.
fine. Have fun with y'all's one viewer.
Well, what are you... Okay, Jared, keep this in mind.
You're close to your mic.
If we change the topic... Oh, sorry. If we change the topic, what is that
It'll be
going to
better?
affect? Well, but listen, let
It'll
me
be better.
talk.
Go
Fine,
on.
whatever. No, you're gonna interrupt me. That's who you
No,
are.
no.
I don't
I'll
care.
let you go. I'll let you go.
No,
Go on.
whatever.
Okay, fine. See,
So
this is why I
anyway-
let you go before I said what I was gonna say.
I mean, what did you want to
This
talk
was-
about, Jared?
Yeah, because this is Jared's pity party.
What? No,
Oh
Sophia,
my
stop.
God.
Okay, fine.
I roll the fucking century. No, just anything that's got formula and other people can relate to. I mean, I'm sure
People
some
can
people got fucked up lives.
relate to horrific abuse stories. So
Let me
many people
finish.
can relate to horrific abuse stories.
I'm sure they can, but this isn't called the Traumatic Childhood Podcast. This is
Listen,
called
everything goes back to
Podcast.
traumatic childhood. I took psychology. I know these questions.
I mean, if this is what you want to talk about, we can keep talking about it, but
It's all good.
But you
I
don't want
wouldn't
to
watch
talk
a
about it.
podcast about this.
I thought this podcast was just gonna be us talking about shit.
Yeah, but
Are we?
I thought
He
it was
wants
gonna
a
be, like,
formula. He wants
shit.
It's the pilot. It's
I
a
can't-
pilot.
Right? I can't do a formula,
You have
dude.
no formula yet.
I do
I'm not saying
conversations.
formula, like sit down 30 minutes each of us, talk about a topic. I'm like, this is all over the place and it's getting super personal and like none of these people know any of us, so like why would they care? It's just
Because it's interesting. I mean, how often do you hear like a real story about like a grandma taking a granddaughter to an orphanage because she didn't like her?
But on the other hand, none of these
Yeah,
people know
luckily
us, and they
she's
can't
long
really-
dead.
And if Sophia wants to
Right.
share it, she can do it.
I'm not saying I can't
Yeah.
share this stuff, and I'm not saying that people won't be interested in it, but I'm saying that if like
That's exactly what you're
Why-
saying.
why would a bunch of people want to watch some stories that people they don't know could have potentially just made up on the spot? Like that's what
It's
I'm
like
saying.
watching a car
this is
wreck.
this is far too personal for anyone to have interest or fucking go beyond the realms of possibility in their mind. Like, how did they not know that these four people just got on here and were like, oh yeah,
They don't. They came here for entertainment, not truth.
Are you not entertained?
I mean, it is true.
It
but...
is truthful, but I
Anthony?
mean,
Anthony, are you entertained?
The two people.
I'm
in
not
the
like
chat,
trying
are
to
you
bring y'all
entertained?
down, and we can fucking keep talking about this, but this is just my opinion on the topic.
No, it's fine.
not-
Your opinion is valid. You are valid.
It's not relatable to a lot of people. So it's like Jerry Springer. Jerry Springer's been on forever, but what's the viewership been like? You
Pretty
know?
consistent because white trash loves Jerry Springer. My dad
Right.
fucking
Exactly.
loves Jerry Springer.
So do we want to attract the white trash, or do we want to attract the masses?
I
Like,
want to
what we
have
going for
conversations that flow naturally.
here? Okay. All right.
Anywho, how long have we? An hour and a half. How
Mhm.
do we do an hour and a half? I can keep going.
Yeah. We can get another 30 minutes in.
It's forever.
Forever podcast? Okay.
Forever. Some
Forever
podcasts
cast, let's
are
go.
very long.
Some
Sleepy
podcasts are very long.
Bear Forever Cod
I'm washing dishes virtually.
Oh,
Mm.
Oh
sounds
yeah,
fun.
you're playing as Kara.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Your
some
game sounds
bullshit.
more
How you
interesting
afford
than
it?
what's going on in mine.
How
Do you wanna
do
share
you
play?
afford
You
an
can watch it.
Android?
It wouldn't
You
broadcast.
ain't got a job, buddy.
Oh, okay. Well, you can watch it when we're done with the stream. It's interesting. I like it.
Like it's a fascinating game, but again, if you look a little too closely,
Washing dishes,
it's like
washing dishes.
bad writing.
I don't know if this is writing more than
Also, the
reporting
game
on
is
things that
gorgeous.
happen.
Forever podcast.
Video games are like
This is
80%
the podcast
aesthetic.
that never has.
Ooh. Bringing back the classics.
Yeah, remix.
There's Ugh. I have to pee. 1 second.
No bathroom breaks. Only podcast.
I'm gonna have a UTI. I have to pee.
Good.
No.
Good. Pee your pants.
Just pee in a water bottle.
Coward.
You probably have one somewhere nearby. Alpha, no! Ugh, Stola. I love these characters so much.
Stola.
Stola is Stola and Hilda are so near each other. I could fucking faint.
Just a pretty lady sandwich.
I know. Could you imagine? Ugh, it's like just fucking Stola, Barry, Hilda. Yes. Anywho, skip the cutscene. Now both of them are gone. Oh,
Now wait, are you Barry OC Don't Steal or are you Potato?
I am Eat a Poo Poo Potato. Everyone in the FC calls me Potato because they're scared to call me Eat a Poo Poo.
Why?
I know! I'm just
It's
like,
the fun part.
just call me Ita or something, but don't use my last name. What the fuck?
Potato potatoed.
They call me Potato. That's a fun name too. It could be worse. Are you still gonna name your character Taquito? Taquito Potato?
Yes. Taquito
Potato, yay! I think this will be my wedding dress.
Are you bitches
I
done
don't know.
talking mad shit
I
about
don't know
me?
if I would name my potato character Taquito. I kind of want to name my cat girl Taquito. But now I gotta find another food name for the potato.
Yeah. Well, my name is Ita Poo Poo. You could be Ita Pee Pee.
No.
No.
Oh my god, we have somebody else watching the stream.
Oh,
Banana Man.
Oh, hi, Banana Man.
Now we're back down to 4.
Actually, I see 6.
It was 6, now my screen says 4.
I mean, it doesn't even... I don't even care
Now
because
it says
people...
5.
Majority of people fucking watch my streams after they're live because they just upload. So
And you've got
I don't even
weird
mind.
hours.
I know that there's going to be more
Weird
people
hours.
that see.
I mean, you don't really have the most good.
The Australians love me.
So,
My
Oh.
Australian fans always show up and
Hey.
say hi. Like, what are you doing up at
Real
3
good
in
on
the
that
morning?
Pacific time zone
Yeah.
in that southern hemisphere
Where to go?
where it's fucking winter.
yeah.
Hemispheres are weird. Fuck this dumbass planet.
Slow
Yeah, they're like
MLK.
half of a sphere. It's so strange.
Hilda.
Being half a sphere.
I'm not good at science.
We're on the flat Earth.
Yeah.
Excuse you. I
Already?
want time cube.
Time cube.
Time cube theory.
What even are you doing up at that hour? Ooh.
God, it's literally like 2
Um,
o'clock.
It's 11:31 p.m. for me. I'm also feeling the loopiness.
Hemispheres.
I took a 6-hour nap as soon as I got home from work. That's
That's-
fun. Anyway, look up Time Cube. That shit's wild. He's dead now. Both of the people who understood time, the fucking nonsense that was Time Cube, are dead. One killed himself, and the other one was a
Oh.
really old man. He died in 2015.
And the
But they
other one was
preserved
old.
they re-uploaded his website onto a new website, so it would be preserved forever.
That's fun.
But it's basically there's 4 simultaneous 24-hour days going on the planet, and something time cube, something
4 on a
4
cube?
corners of the person, of the life, of whatever. Educators are talking about false Greenwich. Like, it's just fucking nonsensical rambling. I love it. It's both fascinating and horrific and depressing.
What? What? time cube would have 6 sides? What's happening?
Listen,
Cubes have 6 sides. What's 4?
listen. I know
4
cubes
sides
have
in
6
cube.
sides, but this man, time cube.
Anthony wants a podcast every Friday.
We were gonna do it Thursday.
Were we?
Yeah,
I thought we
so
were
we
gonna do
kinda-
Tuesday.
I don't fucking know, man. We
We're
can
gonna
do
do it
literally
every
whenever.
day.
We're figuring out the time. We're gonna try to do
Every
it
day.
as a weekly thing.
Every
We're
day.
just figuring out the day.
Every day.
No, I need my solitude!
Press F to pay
Um,
respects.
Pouring out for the homies.
That's a good meme. It's a good meme.
I feel like we might have to come up with more topics next time, though.
We need to have
Sarah
a
came in and
docket.
start talking about fucking werewolves and
No, she talked about roller coasters, and then we all started talking about roller coasters.
you know.
But I
Roller
did
coasters
in
isn't a
fact
bad
talk
topic.
about fucking werewolves for a solid minute.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I'm dead.
Well,
'Cause
Jared,
I'm
to
always
be
down for that.
fair, you were pushing the subject of whether or not I would fuck a dragon.
Yeah, because it was
You participated.
childhood abuse isn't funny. That's the
You
difference.
for your participles.
Well, we don't gotta be funny. We just gotta talk and be entertaining.
Are
Okay.
you not entertained? Do I still have some orange
No.
soda?
Ah, fuck! I did the wrong fucking thing.
Knogho. Knogho.
I feel like I should do something other than just laying here, staring at this 10 seconds behind stream.
I'm
Oh, you're
fucking
watching?
playing
Yeah, I'm watching
Final
the stream.
Fantasy.
I feel like maybe playing Dark Souls. Dark Souls Remastered is a hot pile of garbage because there's so much clipping.
Really?
Like the camera clips through almost everything now, and it's just like, oh, this is terrible. I love it.
I kind of thought
Aw,
about
thank you,
getting
Anthony.
remastered.
You touched my bear heart.
What that
Aw,
person
Yeah.
say?
touch your emotional wiener.
He
Don't
flicked.
do it.
He flicked my emotional bean.
That's just
Ew.
I gotta go.
A joke.
what was I doing?
What the? Where am I?
You are.
You are
I was gonna make a
so
joke,
beautiful.
and then I know nothing about Final Fantasy, so I'm just like, oh no. Yeah, I think I will play the Dark Soul for a minute. Because I'm at the part that I do not want to go. Which is Sen's Fortress. Fuck Sen's Fortress.
Yeah. Fuck it.
Don't stick your dick in.
How does everyone feel about the over-sexualization of underage girls in the media?
Bad.
Oh
It's
my god,
disgusting.
don't even get me started.
And it's not gonna fucking stop. Because people are terrible. I'm tired of it.
Yeah. Child bait. You know, they get those actresses that are like 20 and they put them in roles of 16 and they make them do sexual things. They're like, it's okay, they're actually 20. Shit. Shit.
Listen, it's mostly prevalent. Like, it's prevalent in all cultures, but I feel like otaku culture and like a whole
Video
bunch
game
of,
culture,
like, shitty
shit.
subset of anime. Like, listen, it comes from. I'm not saying it's all Japan's fault, but Japan has like a really viable problem with pedophilia in media and in life, and it's really upsetting. But
I-
that shit
Go on.
comes out in like a lot of their games, a lot of the media that's sent over here that is consumed by nerd culture, etc., non-nerd culture. I'm not gonna do PvP. Fuck
I
Sun's
like big
Fortress.
goth titties.
Ooh.
Titties are nice.
Yeah.
There you go. That
That's
shit's fucking
forever on the
everything.
internet.
wait, I can
Barry,
just put
cut
on
that
the
out.
ring
Cut it
and go
out.
do PvP.
Take it off.
I can't. It's on
Work
the
your
internet
magic.
forever.
Work your bear magic.
Barry, edit
Wait.
that out.
No.
Edit it out. Get
No.
it out.
We're still in the Game Grumps thing.
I know.
Very. But with an E.
Listen, Barry left the game, Grumps.
I know, and I'm so sad.
I don't know
It's
why.
okay.
he
Barry,
did
add
it.
in more. Whoop
Because
job.
he just wanted to pursue his own stuff,
I guess.
and he had the means to. Well, people move on, and I understand.
And he's still
Fuck
kind
John
of
Tron.
I
there.
move on from you.
He does a lot of
Fuck
streaming.
JonTron.
Did you say fuck
Yeah.
JonTron?
Yeah, I said fuck JonTron. He's a
Es-
Nazi.
Excuse. What?
Yeah, he is. Which is really
He's
sad
Nazi.
because he's kind of
It's like, boy, you're not even full white. You gotta get out. You gotta stop.
They wouldn't even fucking let you in on their gang. You gotta not support them.
Futa is a really transphobic thing that a lot of Japanese shit does.
Yeah. I'm not even going to get mad at specifically like Japanese things that do it because it's in everything.
I know
it's in
I know
video
it's in
games.
a lot of things, but Futanari is specifically the Japanese word for it. So that's why I reference Japanese, but it's in a lot of things. The English term would be perhaps be dick girl, which is terrible. But anyway.
Yeah, it's very transphobic. It's very fucking misogynistic. It's just all of them.
It's
All the
bad.
bads.
It's some bad shit.
Oh, I'm finding a little pirate man.
Yes, I would like to invade another world, please. I want to help the cat kill people. Cat covenant for life.
Yes.
I love you, Cat Covenant.
How did everyone feel about the Disney 2004 hit Victorious?
What the fuck is Victorious?
It had Ariana Grande in it and that one bitch.
Like, it's not specifically, like, Japan. It's just, like, this really gross fetishistic thing that's done. Sorry, I'm reading comments.
I thought you were talking about Victorious. I'm like,
I have
what
no idea
the
what Victorious
fuck?
is, but, like,
It was like,
people
it's
want
one
to
of those.
fetishize trans people without acknowledging they're trans, but anyway.
Yeah.
It was, like, one of their shows, right?
It was one of those Disney shows that was like a
I didn't
sitcom
watch
slice of life. shit.
any live-action Disney shows except for briefly. Don't judge me. Hannah Montana.
My
Because I am
mom.
unironically a
I
fan
watched
of
it
Billy
too.
Ray Cyrus. Not even his music, I just think he's a neat person.
I just think he's neat. God, there is a very
I just think
attractive
he's neat.
character. What's your obsession with Billy Ray Cyrus? I just think he's neat. I'm just imagining Marge holding up Billy Ray Cyrus.
Like a little potato-sized Billy Ray Cyrus.
He's all curled up and just like
Simpsons memes are
completely
great.
Yeah.
I'll crump with you, sweetie.
I'm so bugged.
Marge,
Okay, that's
I'm
it.
ASCII.
So stupid. I'm helping out a very handsome man in this game right now.
Ooh.
It's very delicious. I don't use that
I'm
word
making
to describe
dinner
it.
in this
Wait,
game.
what game are you playing?
Final Fantasy XIV.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's got like a beard and dark hair, and he's tall, and he's got like teal skin. It's great.
Weird, I love it.
Yeah. You know, it's familiar but different at the same time.
Shut up about my battery being low, PlayStation. It's what I have cords for, but you won't let the cord stay plugged in, so you can eat my entire asshole.
You know what's so weird? Okay, this is a rant about this race of people in the fucking Final Fantasy XIV game.
All right, go.
They did orcs pretty much, but they
Oh, the
made them
Bigmans?
really, huh?
Oh, the bigmans that look kind of like lions.
Yeah, they did orcs pretty much, but they made them look pretty much like people, big, beefy, really tall, and handsome. So,
Yeah,
like,
they don't want people to be ugly in video games.
I know, and it's just like, I
Aggravating
don't know.
the shit.
It's like I like it because it's my favorite class because it's the one
I
that
want
I
to
would
date
grind
a
up on
beef
the
man
most. Exactly,
or a beef lady. Give me the beef.
beef man. I can't date a beef lady. I'm so sorry, but they just made like really handsome, beautiful, fuckable orcs, and it's just like
You underestimate me.
you couldn't have.
Oh
like,
yeah, Barry,
one
how's it going
heavy
with
race.
your proteges?
What proteges?
Your dudes dressed up like your
Thank
little your guys that I don't remember
Bless
what
you.
they're called. Blake.
I haven't done anything with them except for look and admire them.
Okay. I just really like the big dude. He's my favorite.
They're both big dudes. Are you talking about the not lanky one?
Yeah, I like the bear. Bear's bear. Barry's bear.
Better.
Bear.
Oh, fucking ass.
Can I please just
It's so
PvP?
crazy.
There's no PvP going on right now and I'm mad. So I'm gonna unequip
What are
the
you
cat
playing?
ring, Dark Souls,
Oh.
and just lay down a sign and then hope someone summons me. The end.
I'm making breakfast for an old man.
Ooh,
Hell yeah!
Sexy.
I'm gonna kill his son.
Ooh, are you gonna go that route?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Fuck his son. His son's an
I
asshole.
fucking hate him.
Fuck him too, though. Literally.
No.
Okay.
Just
no,
murder.
you don't want to fuck this boy. Trust me.
He a drug addict. It's fine.
Mm-hmm. He took the pictures of his dad, and I hate that. And I took the route of like being like a pacifist the first round, and I killed his fucking dad, and he survived, and it pissed me off. So I'm gonna kill him.
And then the dad survives, right?
Yeah.
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 This bitch empty.
This bitch
Sorry.
empty. Yeet.
Me talking about myself as I hurl my body down a flight of stairs.
Oh, physical harm. Oh,
This is the
Depression
comedy.
memes are the good
The original
content.
comedy.
I'm just gonna keep breaking trees with my body.
I don't know what the fuck is happening in this game right now.
There's no
but
goddamn
what?
PvP right now.
What?
What?
Is Clout not going for serious? Does Sora really die in Kingdom Hearts 3?
Yeah,
I hope so.
What?
they need to lay him to rest. It's time.
Let the boy sleep.
What?
Granted, that was the
birth-
entire
birth by
plot
sleep.
of days. Like, I've missed a few Kingdom Hearts games, so I'm real confused by the plot at this point, because apparently
Don't
there's like
kill my
12
baby.
Xehanorts. So I'm just
Yeah,
like,
it's-
oh, okay. And then the nobodies are all
intense.
back, and then they were human, and now they're nobodies again, and I'm just like, okay, whatever.
Whatever floats your boat, it's fine. Does he really though, or is it him just saying?
I think it's a meme. I don't, because no one knows yet. There's no information.
No information about anything in that.
I'm gonna cry if he dies.
Please don't be upset. He's probably the joking.
I don't care. I can give you money. What?
What?
Whoa! I can totally like give you money right now.
Me personally?
No, Barry.
What?
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's I can
donations.
give you money. That's so cool. I mean, I'm not gonna do it, but I could.
You're dumb.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, there's donations on YouTube streaming. It's just like any other fucking
Oh,
streaming
yeah. One time I got $1.
thing.
You got $2 today from a girl named Anna.
And then she fucking left and
Oh,
we started talking about dragon dildos.
what a sweetheart.
Yeah, I'll probably donate whenever I actually have money to donate.
What the?
Ow! I just hurt my foot. Those are
Please
some
don't.
thick lips.
We're all doing different things on different screens, and no one can see what anyone's doing except for Barry. So anytime any of us comment on anything, no one knows what the fuck is going on.
Good. This is a new form
How it
of art.
should be.
This is a new form of
Postmodernist
art. It's very
podcasting.
abstract, it's very postmodern, it's very confusing, and nobody likes it.
Everybody loves it. You
Hey,
Are just mean.
we're ahead of our time.
I
That's
am
the only
mean.
difference.
And that's what makes me keep this
We're ahead
shit
of the
together.
curve in podcasting technology.
We shall see.
We're just ahead of the time, yeah. So soon, one day, they'll appreciate our art for what it
Oh
is.
boy, there's my souls that I dropped because the Snake Man killed me because fuck Sen's Fortress.
I'm very burpy.
Can't
Good.
wait to turn into this
Alright, Snake
quest.
Mans, come here.
I want
Is your
some eggs
AI
now.
still busted?
I look like fucking Katara with pink hair in this game. Great.
I think you should start a Patreon, Barry. I think it'd be very
Why?
beneficial for you.
Yeah, why?
I don't know.
Very
I think that
cool.
it's
Oh my god, I'm getting fucked up by snakes! The good
find
news is-
something to do. Isn't this like the main? I'm gonna play the piano. You guys are gonna hear me play the piano. I'm gonna play the piano.
Yay.
Play. What should I play? I can play.
Play Mozart's fucking me. And
I can play
It's
Mozart. It's an option. I can play. Hopeful, intimate, enigmatic, or melancholic.
melancholic.
Okay, let's play. Okay, I'm gonna raise the volume so I can hear this.
It was written over 100 years ago, so it's fine.
Okay,
No
can y'all hear this?
copyright.
Tell me. Yes?
I heard
Hear
a
it?
bomb.
I need a second, just a second,
Okay.
because I'm fighting a guy and it's loud and I want to be able to hear it. Okay.
Kyrie's gonna be banished to the shadow realm.
God.
I like that comment. That comment was funny.
Goofy already died in Cage too, it's fine.
Okay, so I'm gonna play for you guys. This is totally me playing and not an AI.
Okay.
Okay.
Totally.
Too loud? Okay, well, I'll lower the volume.
Where is he? Where is he?
I don't know if I like the song.
It's supposed to make you sad.
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
I don't know if I was a fan.
Do something happy and upbeat.
Well, I can't because I only have that one option.
Well,
Yes. How do I...
I know it's been 2 hours and we're not really talking anymore. I think we should end here.
You want to end it? We
Yeah.
can always just
I
try
mean-
something else next time.
I've been trying to think of something to fucking talk about, but...
No, I
up.
think we've just about done it.
Yeah.
We started
Oh.
out with a very intense topic, and we just kind of teetered out after that.
Yeah, we need to think about more things we're passionate about.
Bear.
Next time we'll have-
About
That Vidoffi
video
Next time
games.
to arrive even as the
Yeah, next time we'll talk about more intense things. Because it's more entertaining, I think.
Physical abuse?
No.
That's horrible.
I know. I don't know when we clap to that.
That's horrible. Urian Jer! He reads the book. He is a bad guy, maybe.
Who is bad guy?
No one, you don't need to know about it.
Oh, fuck. Why'd you come group with me? I'm level 18, I'm lonely.
Oh, hey, you should have said so. We could do dungeon.
Okay.
And I just got a coffer.
Hello,
You got a
bug
copper?
boy.
Coffer! It's
Actually,
a
you
box
keep doing what
with
you're
armor
doing.
in it.
I saw Sans Undertale. What?
You keep doing
I
what
have
you're doing,
Undertale.
I gotta go to the bathroom.
Again?
Undertale.
Yeah.
Stop drinking water.
I got healthy bowels. No, this isn't a pee-pee.
Oh, okay.
Ugh, okay, then
Don't
we
shit
should end it
yourself to
here.
death.
I'm gonna put my mic right next to the toilet so everyone can
No!
God. Okay, I'll be back in like 10 minutes. I don't know. We'll see.
How long
We'll stream
does
again
poop take?
someday. And then in the future of 2027.
Oh boy, I don't think I can parry the snakes. I'm gonna leave.
Oh, right, the podcast.
Yeah, you need to end it, baby.
Yeah. I'm super duper going to end it. Okay, bye! And if you watched all the way through, like, after the fact, congratulations. I like you. I